All right.
Was that a go?
That was a good, Jack.
Didn't turn the light on, but yeah, now the light's on too.
Lights on, okay. The Newton Board of Adjustments will hold a public meeting on Wednesday, February 4th, beginning at 6:35 p.m. Please stand for Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Could you take a roll call of attendance, please?
Mr. Kozak,
Here.
Mr. Sylvia,
Present.
Mr. Hamill,
Present?
Trish McCarthy and, what's her name, are not going to be here tonight, Dave. Yeah.
Mary.
And I'm not sure where Mr. Gibbs is. Okay. Okay. Well, gentlemen, what do we want to do is the application. I'm sorry.
Mike.
We see.
Oh, Barbara White
we hear
here?
you, Miss White.
Good evening. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay.
So you're going to make her a voting member?
Pardon me?
You're going to make Barbara a voting member?
Yes, Barbara, you're going to be sitting in for Trish McCarthy as a voting member. Thank you. Sorry about that. We had a little bit of a discussion about the application and,
Well, you just,
pardon me?
why don't you just move to the first item on the agenda?
The preliminary review? Is that what you're talking about? I think we've decided between us, because the application is incomplete, we're going to push it off till next month.
No, we should open the preliminary review
Open it.
and go through as much of it as we can.
You do want to, okay?
Yes.
All right, okay.
We may not be able, it may
Take
still be-
jurisdiction.
have some things
Okay,
missing.
well, I was under the impression you wanted to just bang. Okay, that's
no.
fine. Okay, preliminary review. Would someone like to stand up and talk about what you guys are planning to do?
My name is Brett Allard with Shaughnessy Allard. I am the attorney for the applicant and owner on this project, which is Land Bank Properties LLC, and then joined with me tonight, only one other one in the room, is Seamus Quirk. He is the principal of the LLC, the owner of the property. So it just sort of came to my attention sort of as I was running out of the office today, based on email correspondence between Bill and I, that tonight wasn't actually going to be the public hearing where there would be abutter notices have gone out and there would be, you know, a presentation on the merits and deliberations and a vote.
I'll just give you a recap of what a preliminary meeting is. I get rid of down in my notes. This is a preliminary review, not a public hearing. The board will not be commenting on the merits of the application, but only on its incompleteness and any deficiencies to be corrected before the public meeting.
Okay.
Just give you an idea, okay?
So I would, I guess, just put it to the board then, you know, I was prepared for a full public hearing tonight, so I can talk about as much or as little as you'd like,
Yeah.
but, you know, I'd be happy, I guess, to talk about
I think
what might be needed in the application
Yeah,
before moving on to a public
a
hearing.
high-level review, very high-level review, real quick of what you guys are doing, and then we can kind of,
But yeah, we're not going to do a comments on the merits of it. It's basically to make sure that all the paperwork is straight.
Okay. So what we're proposing is this is for a property located at 11 Merrimack Street. It's tax parcel 12-4-9, located in the residential A district. It's a 6.2 acre parcel. It has an existing single-family dwelling and a detached garage on it. There's a curb cut and a driveway off of Merrimack Road, and the property is served by private well and septic. What we're proposing is essentially just a two-lot subdivision of that property, and if you look at the plan set that we filed, proposed Lot 9 would consist of 2.12 acres. That property would retain the existing single-family dwelling and related infrastructure. Proposed Lot 9-1 would consist of 3.1 1.12 acres, and that we envision would be improved in the future with a single-family home. So you have single-family residential uses on both lots. We've run to the ground our sort of own zoning review and made the determination in consultation with our surveyor when he gave us the plan that the subdivision needs zoning board relief in two respects. One is for frontage and one is for lot width. Proposed lot 9 that we're showing on the plan is fully conforming. We don't need any relief from the zoning board in that regard. The relief that we're requesting only relates to proposed lot 9-1. And the first piece of relief we need is a frontage variance. 150 feet required in residential A district. We are at 141.82, so we are just under 9 feet short. The second variance we would need is a lot width variance. The zoning ordinance says you need to hold 125 feet of width to a depth of 100 feet. If you look within that first 100 feet of depth from the road, at our narrowest, we're 79.7. So that's the second variance count that we've requested. And then if you look at the plan, there's also a land swap component of this, a lot line adjustment component to this, that would be subject to planning board review. The lot line adjustment application would probably run in tandem with the subdivision application as a practical matter. But if you look at the plan, parcel A in sort of the rear of the existing parcel would be 0.9 acres that would get transferred from our proposed lot 9-1 to the neighbor and abutting lot 8. Parcel B is out by the road. It's a 1/100th of an acre that would get transferred from the neighbor from lot A to our proposed lot 9-1. And the purpose of that land swap lot line adjustment is to increase the frontage on proposed lot 9-1. So it doesn't get us to 150, but it gets us much closer than we would be otherwise. It gets us to within 9 feet. So that's to sort of reduce the degree of that nonconformity. And then the land in the back would go to the neighbor. We're still well over the 60,000 square foot minimum lot size requirement, so no harm to us there. And the neighbor gets a little bit extra land out back, and we get a little bit extra by the road to help us on the frontage side. Lot 8 with the neighbor, his lot would remain entirely fully conforming. Lot 9 on the other side of us, our proposed lot 9 is fully conforming. So really, we're just looking at the frontage and the width on our proposed lot 9-1, trying to endeavor to do everything in our power that we can possibly do to come as close to the requirements for frontage and width as we possibly can. So that's sort of the 30,000-foot overview. I'll save the discussion about the variance criteria for a future meeting, but I'd be happy to answer any questions or certainly discuss anything you think needs to be in the application that isn't there already.
So our regulations require that you get a denial from the building department before we can entertain your variance request. And my understanding is you have not yet done that. So that is a deficiency of your application, which doesn't allow us then to go to public hearing.
Okay.
And I don't know about the other members of the board, but all of the other pieces of the application look to be very clear, and that is the only deficiency that I am aware of that stops us from going to public hearing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we can certainly file a zoning review request with the building inspector to get his opinion on what relief we need. I'm 99% sure he'll say you need a frontage variance and a lot width variance. But if that's the process we have to follow, that's the process we have to follow, and that'll check that box, and then we can do that hopefully in between now and the next meeting, and then come back next time and have that in the file.
Yeah, I mean, that is at least as far as I'm concerned, a real possibility. It seems like a relatively easy deficiency to overcome. All you got to do is, get a form from the.
Sure.
from
Yeah.
the building
From
inspector.
4 to 6 tomorrow.
No, and we can work with
John,
Bill
you
on
have
that
any
as well.
issues with
So
the plan?
Bill's been
No,
very
it's-
helpful.
Everything's really clear.
Yeah.
I mean, the measurements on the plan seem accurate based on what I've snapped and,
Someone want to make a motion that we end the preliminary and let them know
So,
that it's just the one deficiency?
Yeah, I would make a motion to move this application to public hearing on March 4th,
Okay, yeah.
with the understanding that the applicant will get the required denial in a timely manner before that.
Yeah.
So the one logistical problem I have on March 4th is I'm going to be away from February 27th, and I fly home late on March 4th. Would there be, I mean, tonight we're the only application on the agenda. I don't know if it'll be like that at the next meeting, but is there any possibility to schedule for a night other than March 4th, or
we can push to the following month.
Yeah.
other than other than pushing to the following month? Could we meet on a night other than the first Wednesday of the month?
Well, I guess,
He's looking for a change in the meeting, I'm sorry.
yeah, so I mean, we have placeholders. If we,
I mean, what we could do, and if the board was amenable to this, since the board hasn't actually sort of accepted jurisdiction over the application, abutter notices haven't gone out, you guys don't actually need to continue to a date certain right now.
Correct.
That date will be established when the abutter notices go out, and we can work with Bill on that. Maybe in connection with getting the document from the building inspector
They
and
shouldn't
working
go out
with Bill
until they-
on getting everything ready for the next meeting, he could coordinate with the board about whether or not it'd be possible to.
Yeah, be very careful with sending out the notices, because if you haven't got the denial yet and you send it out, the same thing's going to happen.
Oh, so yeah, certainly we would not ask
Yeah.
for public hearing, we would not ask for abutter notices to go out until we have the building
Yeah,
permit
I-
denial. But I think we should be able to get that pretty quickly.
if, the thing that seems logical to me is to confirm the completeness of the application on the next meeting and take jurisdiction on the next meeting date. And then we can schedule, at that point, we'll have been able to confirm as a board that the application is complete and we can take jurisdiction and move forward with a public hearing.
Now, does delaying the public hearing to April cause you any harm?
It's,
I
my
don't know what your
my client's
scheduling.
trying to get through this process prudently, appropriately, but also as efficiently as possible, because there's cost to the owner in connection with the property, and the longer things go, the more costly they can be. If there's no flexibility and we have to, the board wants to stick with the first Wednesday of the month, we can come back in April. I was just floating it out there because I know sometimes I've had certain experiences with some boards where it can be possible to schedule other than the regular, first Tuesday or second Thursday of the month. But I was just throwing it out there. It's completely, obviously, up to you guys. And like I said, I don't think you have to make a decision tonight. We could probably work with Bill to get our application in order. He could communicate with you guys about availability and if it'd be possible to maybe hold a special meeting mid-March rather than waiting all the way till April, or the second week of March. And then, you guys could certainly make a decision
So,
at that point.
just for us, I would be, if something else comes in for March
Yeah.
and gets scheduled for March, and we can do everything on our bi-monthly meeting, because otherwise we're going to have a meeting every 2 weeks.
Yeah, we could have,
I'd be open to pushing that whole thing to
the second Wednesday, whatever that date is, and
the second or third Wednesday of,
So what you're suggesting is we move this to March 18th and basically cancel the March 4th meeting.
Correct.
One question for Bill. As far as you know, are you working with anyone else who's going to bring in an application?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment, okay. So I mean, that is,
That's kind of what, just so we don't have to be
right.
redundant.
So you're saying have the meeting on March to accept the application or no, bypass it?
Basically, we would move this to public hearing on March 18th.
Yeah.
And we
Provided the application
And
is
we just
complete.
cancel the March
Okay.
4th meeting.
Okay,
That,
yeah, and then we have the
you're
public
the-
meeting in April.
what?
And the
Yeah, then
public,
we'd have
yeah,
a regular
that's-
meeting in April.
Sounds fine, yeah.
How does March 18th
So
work for you?
let me just
We could do March 11th or March 18th, either would be fine.
make sure that
Yeah,
I'm not shooting myself in the foot here. So this is February, and then how do I get to month, week, month? How do I get to the next month? There we go. So March 18th.
Yeah.
That I can make work.
yeah. I don't think I have a problem with it.
Okay. So we sort of split the difference, right?
That's fine.
Yeah, we have,
And it still gives you plenty of time to get the denial that you
Application in
need.
order.
And then, I think basically what should happen is once you get the denial, you give it to the administrator. And only after he has received that will he then send out the abutter notices.
but I think, no, our rules and procedure, they send them out now. Right?
Pardon me?
Didn't that get, do you send them out?
Yeah, he sends them out, yeah.
Still send them out?
Yeah.
All right. There was something,
Yeah, we didn't, we
it
never
got,
changed.
it got
that.
hairy there for
Changed
a
it, right,
while.
yeah.
So, and I know that was talked about.
Right, yeah.
I couldn't remember how that worked.
Okay, so, for the record, Bill, I've withdrawn my previous motion,
Yeah,
and I make a motion to move this to
March
March 18th,
Provided,
provided that the applicant supplies the required denial
Yeah.
before the abutter notices and the newspaper publication happens.
And you still have 2 weeks to get the abutter notices out if it goes okay.
Yeah, well, we got 6 weeks between now and then.
Right, yes.
So
so basically you need to have everything in order.
before you go away,
No, we'll work immediately within the next week or two to
Yeah.
get the, because I want to make sure that we can get the denial letter in time for abutter notices to go out well in advance of 3/18. So we appreciate the flexibility on the scheduling.
Just so you're aware, the building inspector is physically here and can do that for you.
Thursday
Thursdays, 4 to 6.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
I don't know what other time he's here. I know he is here at other times.
Yeah.
But just to be safe, Thursdays, 4 to 6,
Yep.
you can pretty much bank on that.
Yes, definitely. I see him at 7 o'clock and he's still there.
Well,
Yeah. I dropped a
that's
cash.
surprising because I don't have any questions for him lately, so when I was building it,
Okay.
Okay, great.
keeping it till 9 o'clock at night.
so you're going to second my motion?
I will second Mr. Hamill's motion.
Jack, this is Barbara. Can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, I have a question from Mr. Allard that maybe he might want to think about checking with the fire department on the length of what this potential driveway.
Can you speak
He has a
louder?
question about checking with the fire department on the length of that subdivided parcel.
Right, the driveway. They might want to check to make sure the width and everything.
That the width is acceptable for the fire department. At 80 feet, I would think so, Barbara, but you're 100% correct where that choking point, you might want to just reach out to our fire chief and make sure that he doesn't have anything that he's going to require you to do that would be.
Well, yeah, technically,
That's outside of our
I mean, technically, that is an issue to be brought up by the planning board when you do subdivision, but it's,
Right, yeah, that's what I was actually just gonna say is, well, if I did look at the driveway regs, and driveway width for single-family homes in Res A is actually capped at 15 feet of width. At the narrowest point, it's outside the 100 feet of depth, so it's not part of the zoning board application. I think we're at like 47 feet. Within the first 100 feet, it's what's in the application, that's the 79.9. So I think we're gonna have plenty of width there. That being said, certainly in connection with planning board approval, subdivision approval, there'd be input from fire and those folks, and that would be considered by the planning board. But yeah, I do agree it makes sense to get out in front of these things earlier rather than later, so they don't become issues. So appreciate the suggestion and noted and something that we'll certainly run to the ground.
Right, because that driveway could be 350 feet till whatever potential house could be there, and they would need someplace to turn around too, okay?
Yeah, that was the thing, 350 foot, that driveway could be up to 350 feet, and the fire trucks are gonna need someplace to turn around.
Yep.
So there's different things that reaching out to the chief might help him move through this process a little bit more fluidly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Did we have,
Is that it, Ms. White?
Yes.
Thank you.
thank you. Did we take a vote on your motion?
we
Okay.
haven't had. we've
All those in
voted yet.
favor?
No,
I
you need
second.
roll call because we had a voting member on,
Vote to make it legal.
roll call vote.
Roll call vote, right.
Just do a voice vote, or do I?
No, because we have someone on, one of the voting members is on Zoom. We need to do, you have to call the roll in each.
All right, thank you. Mr. Kozak,
Yes,
Mr. Sylvia,
Aye.
Mr. Hamel,
Aye.
Ms. White,
Aye.
motion carries.
4 ayes, excuse me.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll see you in March.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Has everybody had a chance to read the minutes?
Well, I should have because Ms. Reardon isn't here, so I didn't.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
well,
Did she send notes?
I have lots of,
Lots of comments? Okay. Bill, you make sure you pick these up when he's talking,
yeah,
please.
you may want to follow along.
Okay.
Okay.
Which page are we on?
We're starting at page 2, third paragraph.
One moment.
Yeah.
Pause, please.
Ms. Reardon?
Agenda, oh, I don't have the minute. Oh, wait, hold on, I have a whole separate folder for minutes. 25 minutes? I'm guessing it's probably,
January 7th.
26.
yep. All right, never mind, go ahead.
So third paragraph, delete the word driveway because they weren't looking for a driveway
It
variance.
says previous driveway variance, is
Right,
it?
they-
Remove
they-
driveway?
Remove driveway.
Okay,
And the next sentence, basically, it should read, the frontage has been reallocated to bring the frontage of the lots closer to the regulations, rather than what it says.
so how do you want to change that, Roger?
The frontage has been reallocated to bring the frontage of the lots closer to the regulations.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay. Then when we go to the criteria, in each of these, after recording the votes, he put criteria 1 passes.
Yeah.
Actually, we are not voting to pass, we are making comments, so that sentence should be deleted.
okay,
And then criteria 2 needs to be changed to the spirit of the ordinance is observed. And again, delete criteria 2 passed.
yeah,
Criteria 3 has to be substantial justice was done rather than what it says, and
okay,
delete the criteria 3 was passed.
yeah,
On 4, the values of the surrounding properties will not be diminished, should be there rather than what it says. And criteria 4 passed should be deleted. And then at 5, literal enforcement of the provisions of the ordinance would result in unnecessary hardship, is what it should say. And again, get rid of the criteria 5 passed. Then on the motion, it should read, Hamill's motion to approve a 46-foot plus or minus variance on 2 lots as shown on the plan dated November 25th, 2025. And then after the vote is recorded, the motion to approved is passed. When we get to the discussion of the escrow account, I think that first sentence should be deleted. And then, so picking it up at currently, we said, we are currently awaiting other bills to square the accounts. And then the next sentence is fine. The sentence after that, also should be deleted. Wait a minute, I gotta look at something. Let me get this one. This one's my,
Are we still at the escrow area, Roger?
the escrow area, basically what it should end up saying is currently awaiting other bills to square the accounts. Schofield bill, there's 126 North Main Street is complete. A refund of $1.57 will be issued. Manifest line 26 for the remainder. Motion to approve made by Mr. Sylvia and seconded by Mr. Hamill. And then all members voted aye, and the motion was accepted. We didn't accept the manifest, we accepted the refund, giving the refund.
Okay.
Then after that, the adjustment to refunds discussed, motion by Mr. Gibbs and seconded by Mr. Sylvia to reduce the refund by the cost of a stamp needed to mail the refund check. Those are all of the changes that I have.
Thank you, Roger.
Well, guys,
Yeah,
Well, you know, it's,
okay.
now I know.
you're just lucky Miss Reardon isn't here.
Escrow and manifest.
Yeah, she's much better at correcting the English than I am. So I make a motion to accept the minutes with the mentioned changes.
Second.
Call a vote, please.
Excuse me. Mr. Kozak,
Yes, A. Yeah.
Mr. Sylvia,
Aye.
Mr. Hamel,
All right,
Mrs. White.
Aye.
Review and update ZBA rules or procedures.
good.
Well, Trish asked me, because she said she had a lot of input into it, we could put it off till next month.
Okay.
Actually, the most recent agenda doesn't have that on it.
Right. It doesn't?
No,
Mine does. Okay, okay.
you get the earlier
Executive,
draft.
executive suite.
The executive.
Is there any other business, gentlemen?
Well, on the agenda, you've got the escrow manifest, and it appears as though there is nothing that we need to do tonight, that it is just a work in progress. Thank you for the update.
Okay.
And thank you for making it readable this time.
I still have, I have the magnifying glass if you really want it.
If that is it, any other new business, gentlemen?
Nope.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Adjourned at 7:05 PM.